great day. I pray all is well with you all. It's your goddess Uni, and today we're going to be covering meditation underneath module 2. So if you are viewing this on YouTube, my YouTube channel, SacredWalksByUni, please make sure to like and subscribe. I am new to this. I have around 20 videos on YouTube, but this information is very vital. So please like, please subscribe, and please finish the video. So again, this video is to cover meditation. What is meditation? I want you to take a look at that word for a second. Meditation. It has the same exact root word as medicine. Meditation is for the brain. The brain is what we call the atlas, the world, our world, where we dream and where we hold most of our information. So, meditation, I'm looking at my notes. It's a form of contemplation, awareness, stillness, spiritual reflection of self. Who am I? Internal work, right? So when we take a look and we say spiritual reflection, in Islam, they call contemplation, they call a silence practice dahik, and it's spelled D-H-I-K with a silent R, so dahik. Also, the prayer, salat. When I'm making salat, I notice how still it is in breath. How still it is in breath and movement. How it makes you aware on how to connect your breath with your movement. Without contemplation, there is no clear decision making. I feel like if you don't sit and think on your daily movements, the things you did daily, then how can you know where to approve or when to approve, right? Contemplation, sitting on, thinking on. To me, meditation is my mental reset. This is how I reset for the day. This is how I leave today behind. This is how I leave yesterday behind. This is how I'm able to create mindfulness, right? So meditation and mindfulness, two different things. So meditation gives me space to create mindfulness, how to stay in the present moment, how to focus on what is happening right here and right now. Not on yesterday, not tomorrow, not in 2 hours, but literally right here, right now, me, you, on this camera, listening to this music and talking about meditation. Present moment. So it is my mental reset, right? It's where I'm able to empty out my mind, clean and clear my mind, pretty much giving it a reboot like a computer. Because technically, intelligently, your brain is literally a computer. It absorbs information daily in speeds of what we choose to call time. It's fast. It absorbs the things. You're hearing your thoughts. You're listening to other people speak. You're listening to the traffic in the background. You may be listening to a podcast. You may be listening to your coworkers at the same time. You may be hearing your phone ring. You may have the TV on in the background. So your brain is absorbing so much information, right? So meditation is a way to empty and clean. That's how I look at my meditation. I empty, I clean out what no longer serves my purpose, my temple, my mind, my temple, body, soul, spirit, right? Mind, body, soul, spirit, Trinity. So we spoke about mindfulness, present moment, focus. It creates space for us to focus. to be able to stay in that present moment, to take in what is going on and not be distracted, right? It's important to be able to do that. So in the Bible, Joshua 1:8, it says, I like to go in from book to book, religion book from book to book. It doesn't matter. I am a nerd and I'm going to dig deep and I'm going to give it to you raw. So here is a psalm, Joshua 1:8. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Meditate on scripture. Meditate on universal law. Meditate on what the Most High has given us before us in good guidance, good knowledge. Do unto me as I want done unto you, right? As above, as below, so within, so without. Self-love, the whole nine, right? So you want to be able to meditate on scripture because this is what's going to help you get through your day-to-day. That's why also Prophet Muhammad states, take 5 times out of the day to pray. That's breath. That's stillness. That's connection. That's unwiring yourself from the world. That's affirmation. Yeah. So, another one, 2 Timothy 2:7. Paul says, think over what I say, for the Lord will give you understanding in everything. Think over, contemplate over what I said, what I say, and you will be giving an understanding of everything. So true. I want you to research something. Akashic Records. A human memory book. A collection of humanity's actions, movements, and timelines. Everything you need to know is in here. If you meditate, you'll be able to hear exactly what it is trying to tell you. So, Jesus, one of the greatest prophets, there are many great prophets that had beautiful missions. All of them had missions. May peace be upon them all. Jesus also instructed his followers to not be anxious, to not move with anxiety about their lives, but to instead meditate on God's goodness, as demonstrated in Creation Matthew 6:25-34. Do not be anxious, but be grateful for where you are in your present moment. Be grateful for the goodness that you are surrounded by. Do find the good in everything that surrounds you. Meditate, think on things, contemplate, breathe, take time to see what is going on in front of you. Take time to actually see what is going on around you. That's why it is a perfect tool to elevate awareness, pure awareness. Who am I? Who are you? Who are we? Humanity. Who are we? So when we talk about meditation, let's talk about it in a sense of how it really works with the brain. So meditation is known for inducing neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's capacity to reorganize itself. Again, we're talking about it as if it's a computer. Rebooting it. Reorganizing itself by forming new neural connections. Neural connections through life enabling adaptation and learning, allows individuals to learn new skills, recover from brain injuries, and adapt to various stimuli. It's literally a computer. These are your memories. So if a memory gets damaged, if you meditate, most likely that memory will return. That's how it induces neuroplasticity. It makes your brain, your mental, stronger. It stimulates the brain's ability to reorganize itself. It stimulates it. So it's giving it order to reorganize itself. It's giving it order to reshape itself. So it's something intelligent, and they're telling it what to do. The Most High. This is deep. So it stimulates brain ability to reorganize itself like a computer by forming new connections and strengthening existing ones. It's making your old memories come back to life, and it's making some new ones. That's interesting. All right, I want you to think about that. Your brain is literally a computer, so everything you're feeding it is how it will behave. Think about that. So it also decreases amygdala activity. Fight or flight tends to shrink. Fight or flight, stress responses, right? So if your fight or flight tends to shrink in size and activity in individuals who meditate regularly, how can this not lead to stress reduction? It does. It reduces stress. It specifically targets the amygdala, which focuses on fight or flight, stress responses. All right. So one who tends to meditate regularly, like me, I have less fight or flight. It also improves cognitive functions, right? Focus. A lot of people can't really focus. It's hard for people now to sit down, to sit still. We always have to be doing something. We have to be doing something. I noticed that it's like no one, we have to fix that, because haste comes with a lot of movement. Anxiety comes with a lot of that. So how can we fix that? Meditation. So it also helps with changes in brain waves, frequency. Start looking at the body also in science. Life is science. Science is life. God is science. Most High is all of this. Brain waves, energy, frequency, right? Brain waves, alpha, theta. Alpha, theta is tied to your sleep, right? So meditation can help with insomnia because it helps with calmness. Alpha and theta is directly connected to calmness, relaxation. It also helps with emotional regulation, reducing reactivity. Can we stay calm when someone attempts or tries to injure us, hurt us, ruffle our feathers, as I should say, tick us off? Can you not react? Can you choose to breathe in, breathe out, stay quiet and walk away? Or will you go off and react? So meditation does help with that, especially if you're practicing a transcendental meditation where you're actually putting a focus, a mantra on it, right? So I can sit there and I can create something like, I am not going to react. I am not going to react, but stay calm. I am not going to react, but stay calm. Simple, beautiful mantra like that. It will help you not to react. After a while, that will stick to your brain. It will become white on rice, glued to shoe, and you would literally not be so reactive, okay? All right, so increased awareness of one's own feelings, emotional regulation. How are you feeling? Reflection on how you actually feel in that emotion, anger, sadness, rage. I don't like to use the word jealousy because then we shouldn't be jealous of each other. You know, that's a big sin. You know, we'll talk about that at a different time. But are you secure within your feelings? It's okay, because if you don't go through your feelings, then there's some sort of pushback, resistance starts to happen. An explosion, volcano is going to want to erupt. So you want to let that go. You want to feel what you're feeling, what you're intended to feel, what you're meant to feel as a human. There's a movie I want you to watch. So I want you to watch a movie. It's called Limitless. If you have not seen it yet, please watch it, okay? Think of meditation as the pill in the movie Limitless, if you have not seen it yet. Think of meditation as the pill in the movie Limitless. What if I told you that meditation is the key to human evolution, true freedom, and utopia? What if I told you that meditation is the key to human evolution, freedom, true freedom, unshackled, mentally unshackled, and our true utopia? I want you to tell me in your own words how meditation can do that. One paragraph. Please reference your references or where you got your information from. I like to look at meditation as one practice, but leave it up to other beings, other psychologists, psychiatrists. There are many other forms of meditation. So let's dive into today's other forms of meditation. Again, I look at meditation as one practice because when we go through these other forms of meditation, I want you to understand that all of these forms can be done in one practice, one meditation, daily, consistently, and discipline. So, number one, love meditation. What is love meditation? Contemplating and thinking on forgiveness and love for yourself and all others. To be able to get through life and to get through any type of triumph, you must always show kindness and love for yourself and all others. So, contemplating and thinking about forgiveness and giving it to thyself and others, it automatically sticks to your brain. It becomes from thought to action, from brain to heart. Then it let go. It does a let go, a release. Now you no longer have this burden, this overwhelming feeling of yuckiness, disappointment, hate, anger. Let it go. So love and forgiveness. So you can create a mantra. You can focus on breath and visualize you and the other person you're trying to forgive, or just you and yourself sitting face to face to each other, right? Eyes closed. Inhaling. Inhaling at a 4 count. I will show an image of how the lower body is. Exhaling out at an 8. Imagining yourself, facing yourself. Chin up a little bit. Make sure your third eye is just up a little bit. Up towards the Most High. Are you facing another person you want to forgive? Focus on breath. You and yourself, or you and that person. Focus on the word forgiveness. Create the word forgiveness as a rainbow overlooking you and yourself, or you and that person. And now you're meditating, you're contemplating on this word forgiveness. on the actions of if you seeing yourself do this with yourself or someone else. And now it comes to fruition from practicing, right? You become what you choose to be in that moment. So if you're meditating on forgiveness and this becomes a disciplined practice, then it will turn into fruition. It's going to manifest. All right, it's a beautiful thing is to forgive. So the next one, breath, pure breath, and nothing else. So you're not visualizing anything. Your tongue and all of your meditation should be at the roots of your mouth, right in between your two front teeth. But up on the roof of your tongue. Jaw relax. Just breath. With breath meditation, you just tend to release a lot. You're not focused on anything. You're not visualizing anything. The body is just being allowed to do what it wants to do. So you're going to have certain thoughts come in, certain thoughts come out. You might not have anything. You might just have nothing. I don't know what you're going to see, what you're going to hear. That's the whole point of meditation. But in breath meditation, there is no specific focus. It's no focus on anything but your breath. Pure breath, pure intention, pure being, stillness at its finest. One of my favorites. When I do meditation, I hop straight into position. Most cases I may do my yin yoga, stretch out my limbs, breathe through my body. And people, it is nothing demonic about it, nothing evil. We're going to talk about a specific video about how yoga is not evil. OMG. It is literally a movement for the body. Now, if someone chooses to do whatever to some certain deities, or I don't know, it's weird, but that can happen in religion. That happens in religion every day. It has nothing to do. People are weird. We'll have a video on that. But I may want to stretch my body out and breathe, and then go to my meditation strictly on breath, right? And that puts me in the most relaxed state ever. And half of the time I don't even realize that I've been in it for so long. Pure relaxation at its finest. So, vision, transformative imagery, breathing, and visualizing what you want out of life. Putting it not on the actual poster board, vision board, but in a vision in your brain. A visionary meditation, transformative imagery, breath and vision. Minecraft. Can you see yourself building it? If you can see yourself building it, if you can see yourself doing it, and you can see yourself being it, that is exactly what meditation is supposed to do. And that is manifestation at its finest, and that's exactly what manifestation is supposed to do. Build. Bring your vision, your dream, your thought to fruition. But there must be action behind that vision. There's no witchcraft or no voodoo going on over here. So you can't just say, I want this or envision this and don't put action behind it, because with no action, it will not come to fruition, people. All right. So we have self-awareness, pure awareness, transcendental meditation. This is big. This is what you'll hear most cases about meditation. When you hear meditation in today's society, you usually hear transcendental meditation. Oh, these words. So It's specifically breath and mantra. You're focusing on a specific word. So, for instance, here's a mantra. This is when I started out meditation. There was this Indian foundation, CEO Sadhguru. I learned a lot from him. Beautiful foundation, right? His mantra, or Minnie's mantra, because I've heard Minnie say this, but this is where I got it from. I am not the body, and I am not the mind, right? So if we breathe in through the nose, eyes closed, shoulders relaxed. I am not the mind, inhale, exhale, and I am not the body. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. So if you repeat that mantra, if you bring in sound, frequency, the universal sound, and know that it's not a wickedness or wicked mantra, it's usually a universal sound. Please research something before you go listening to people that are literally vessels and sheep. Yikes. If it literally creates a vibration, right? If you add that in, going back and forth between mantra and sound, your body becomes this big ball of frequency, a very high frequency. It's just climbing high in frequency, and it's like you can just feel the quantum dimensional hold around you. You can just feel this sort of gravitational pull, and it's peaceful though. It's not rough, it's not chaotic, it's just peaceful, but you're kind of out of body. All right? So we're going to practice meditation. We're going to do a lot of this one-on-one, and you're going to send me meditations with you doing it by yourself. So as I just mentioned, that quantum pull, that feel, that universal gravitational pull, I can't say that's exactly what it is. It's like zoop, right? So it's like it's reading you. It's like a dimensional blanket, right? So it's like a dimensional blanket that wants to cuddle the depths of you. Oh, that's beautiful. So it wants to cuddle the depths of you. It wants to see you, but it wants to go layer by layer, right? Time by time, essence by essence, walk by walk, footstep by footstep. That's what that means. Footstep by footstep in the journey, layer by layer. And something just so beautiful unfolds from that. So it's also the break. I just said it again. So like, it's just like, I'm just do, right? Breakdown of journey, step by step, layer of layer, past, present, and where you're trying to go. Past, whether you believe in past lives or not, sweetheart. Whether you believe in past lives, past and this present life, there are many paths. Your present, there are many presents in different dimensions, many futures, one in this life. So Prophet Muhammad spoke about the spiritual jihad, peace be upon him. Spiritual jihad was all about self-awareness, self-elevation from your sins to your virtues. Nothing different from what Prophet Isa, who you choose to call Jesus, spoke about. Rising, following thy ways to get to thy Father, doing unto others as you want others to do unto you. Spoke in beautiful parables, right? So spiritual warfare, jihad, internal battle. You have no enemy but yourself. Truly, true statement. Nothing else to be said, because those other enemies who we call enemies, that ain't yourself. Stay away from them. Don't say nothing to them. Touche. There it is, right? So your only enemy is self. So spiritual warfare, spiritual jihad, the breakdown of journey. He spoke about internal warfare from sin to virtues, and how meditation and how taking that time out 5 times of prayer, as I said before, how that helps with this, right? Mental awareness, mental breakdowns, meditation, root word, same root word of medicine. So to end this video, before I end this video, I'm going to say that meditation is our medicine to a healthier mind, a healthier body, a healthier soul. It is the doorway to our abundance and prosperity. It is the creating tool. It is the manifestation tool at its finest. It is your very direct connection to who we choose to call the Most High, Elohim, Allah. The very direct connection. It is an internal God. It is quiet, soft. It whispers. But how can you hear it? Amongst your TV, amongst your phone scrolling, amongst your tablets, amongst your friends, congregations, partners, lovers, social media. That is your direct connection. So if you're not taking the time out for your medicine, then I don't know what to tell you. So in module 2, your homework is to research meditation. It's also for you to answer that question I asked you. I'll put that question inside of the module. You'll see it there, that 1-page paragraph. Make sure it's reference. And I'm going to be putting some images in here of different meditation styles, positions. And Transcendental meditation. This is your mantra. Inhaling at a 4 count, exhaling out at an 8. Mouth closed. Tongue at the roof of your mouth. In between front 2 teeth. Shoulders relaxed, chin up just a little bit. Third eye up, facing the Most High. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. I am not the mind, and I am not the body. I'm so relaxed right now. Guys, it's bedtime for me. So, you must do that at least three times. At least saying the mantra 3 times, at least umming at 3 times. 3 times 3 is a universal number. 3, either 3 times 6 or 9. 3, 6, 9. These are not evil numbers. These are signs. This is science. These are scientific numbers. I want you to research Nikola Tesla 369 and how powerful these numbers are. So if you're going to do something, you at least need to do it 3 times. And why they say when people pass, they usually pass 3 times fold, right? Something happens good, it happens in 3 times increments. So that is your transcendental meditation. I am going to put in a love forgiveness meditation within the module for you to practice on. I am also going to put instructions on how to create a vision meditation. So instead of putting it on the actual vision board, we're going to create the vision board here for you to keep here. And that is for your continuing journey to self and greatness and future, prosperity and abundance. Meditation was given to us by the Most High, Allah, Elohim, God. It is for us to be able to return home to it. It is the second cousin to sleep, third cousin to death, meditation, astral projection, lightest form of leaving the body. It is a must for your survival. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Again, make sure to like, subscribe. I hope you stood and made it to this ending. Very vital for your information. And to my students, 200 RYT, keep going. And don't forget to do your homework. And don't forget to send in your videos. Those amount of videos will also be within the module to let you know how many videos you need to send in to me. And we will schedule your one-on-one meditations. Namaste. May the light in me see the light in you. Peace.